There's a reason for that. I admit it's a flaw in this research. When we were given the data, just that small data set that we're allowed to have in Cambridge, which is data from 2000, it's 10 years stale, we were told, here's the data, please don't look at it, it's in Japanese. So you take a peek at it, you can't read it. It's just little squares on your screen. So we just left it at that, it's opaque data. We were not informed that it was UTF-8 until I was writing this paper. So the data had already been run, and we already had all the results. And then I passed the first version of this paper back to Japan, and they said, oh, by the way, your data was in UTF-8. It wasn't in JIS, because one of our liaisons actually got permission to look at one of the files that we kept getting an error on. We thought maybe this is the human misclassified it. So they said, okay, yeah, Tsujino-san can look at that. So Tsujino-san copied the file, looked at it, and said, no, it really is confidential. So we didn't know it was UTF-8. We didn't know how to render it. And we'd been asked not to. So we followed the rules. So you're right. It would have been better if we had modified our tokenizer to look at, essentially to parse UTF-8. And it's not that hard to do. Because if the first bit's a 0, it's a byte. If the first bit is a 1, then you count the number of bytes and go down there. And there are a few forbidden ones, a few forbidden combinations. And yes, you can do it. We didn't. We should have. But it's not going to make us any worse. We can always do this again. Yes?
No, that was the question, is if you had to do it again, would you think you would increase accuracy?
It would not change the accuracy of the bit compression at all. It would not change LZ77 at all, because those are already working on a.
It would just change your Markov, right?
It would change the Markov.
A word, right?
Yeah, and it would change the SVM.
Yeah.
So that.
If you apply this to the English document, will be better.
It probably would be a little bit better, but I can't. I don't have data on that for you, because I don't have access to English confidential documents that I can run through this. Because in our organization, it's like, thou shalt not look at thy neighbor's email. And I personally don't generate enough confidential information to be able to have a data set. I'd have to look at the entire organization.
If you also consider the fact that, the position of the person sent the email with the document, will be increase the accuracy.
I cannot comment on that. I'm sorry, but I cannot comment on that. Thank you. Anyone else? How are we doing on time? Okay. Yeah, I see people filtering in. Well, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. I'll be around.